Bright and early on a Monday morning. Got a container, shipping container stuck in the middle of one of my roads. The guys are supposed to be back Thursday. So I'm out here bright and early on a Monday morning. Brought Farmer John out here. Went over the dump truck, got all its fluids full. Capped it off with gas. And today we are going to go reinforce some areas and make sure that those containers get installed Thursday. We are going to beef up the roads where that big rig needs to go. Bullfrog's really been doing a good job out here. Not only is he delivering rock, but it's also yanking semis out that get stuck. So looking to get about 6 good size loads of gravel in today. Gonna go a little bit bigger than the 3/4, and I'm gonna take this stuff right here, put it in some problem areas, and do what we got to do, because I got 2 weeks left to get all my trucks moved. We have been bringing a truck out at a time, all my running trucks. I just brought Digger out today. That old boy fired up pretty good and drove out here with no problems. It's been about 6 months since I even started that truck. But we got it out here, and we've got a few others out here. Just got to do what you can when you can, you know. These containers are going to be a huge help. At least we'll have some place to put stuff. Can't just bring stuff out here and set it out in the woods. But that's Digger right there. He's a good runner. V8 truck. And then we got Wendell T GMC and a couple other boys out here. Anyway, I'm gonna go get to work. We'll be back. This guy who was delivering the containers took his big rig off the gravel over here because he was worried about hitting the tree that's on the other side of the container when he swung around. That's where he pulled off the gravel, and that's what cost us a lot of time. If he'd have stayed on there, we'd have been okay. But he was worried about hitting this tree, which I don't think he's going to hit the tree. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So I'm not, rather than gravel all this so that he can hook back up to this end with the doors, I don't want gravel out here. I want this to be grassy out here. And I was going to put gravel in there, but I'm not going to. I had a different idea. I think when he comes back, he's going to be bringing my other container that matches this one with him. But when he comes back, I'm going to have him pick it up from this end. It'll be a lot easier for me to beef this area up, and he never got stuck here. And then focus on the road going in here and to the area where the storage containers are going, and the area where he needs to swing around. Because I don't want to start graveling this whole property. Pretty much got everywhere graveled where I want gravel, except for where we're putting the building. So Monday morning, bright and early, John's off getting the first load. I'm going to get Pumpkin fired up, go over some of these ruts, and smooth things out, and we're going to beef it up. So this is the road right here coming in, and I mowed this part where the dump truck's at right now because I thought that would be a good spot for big trucks to go, you know, and then join back up with the road right here and go back there. We're going to go ahead and put a little gravel right there, just make it another option for larger trucks. And I've been putting in some thick rock in this low spot down here. Not that we've had a lot of trouble with that, but kind of at the point where I can see where I need stuff added. Like right down there on the left, I'm going to put some big rock there and there also, and a bunch of it where he needs to pick that container up. And just go around today filling in spots, addressing weak spots, and doing everything we can to get that container over where it goes, and the one that's coming in where it goes, so I can move forward out here. Yeah, I think this is because that's high ground over there. So I think that's a good spot to bring heavy stuff in rather than going down there. John's been doing a pretty good job running that dump truck. He's doing a good job. He's got to get back into his swing. This is his first load on a Monday morning, and it's been a while since he's been out here. But trust me, once he gets a few loads under his belt, he'll snap right back into his groove, and we'll be making some progress. That'll be helpful. That'll help a lot right there. Trust me. We aim to make it easier. He's doing really good. I like John. He's a good guy. Been a lot of help out here.
Hey Ricky, what are you doing right now?
I'm trying to rectify a situation. A bad situation. This guy left my container in the middle of my road, and I can't make any progress like that.
The other day, Rick was having containers delivered, and this, he calls him Green guy, went off his roads twice, got stuck twice, and Bullfrog, right over there, pulled them out twice. Now people don't want to come back, so Rick's going to try to get him out with Homer. And usually when my guy says he's going to do something, he just does it.
Well, when I can, there's only so much I can do, you know? But you got to try, right?
Anyway, today it's dry, but we're supposed to be getting massive rain tonight, and they're giving flood warnings in the Willamette Valley, and especially along rivers. And we live along a river. And I walked back there earlier, and the creek is already about 4 feet to the top of the bank. There's Homer. This is the first time he's been out here, huh?
What?
No, it's the second time. Right? Wait till you see, that was cool as heck. You were like outside.
Well,
we get some logs under there now.
That's what I'm thinking. We know it'll pick it up. we pick it up, put some logs under it, and I still haven't used my block yet, you know, tackle. So
That was cool.
we'll come out here tomorrow and we'll move that thing. All right.
Homer be twisted and twisted. He's a twisted tomato.
So much for our little stream, huh?
Oh my, look, it took all this out.
Yeah, so much for somebody building their little dam here.
This is part
Wow. That's cool. I like it.
I love it.
When we first came out on this property, it was in the middle of a drought. And we suspected this stream had rise quite a bit because of how high the riverbanks are. But this is cool. That's the river down there.
It's bizarre.
Well,
See,
this
like,
is what's good about us coming across this when it was a drought. We know what it's going to look like when it's really low, and now we're going to get a taste of what it looks like when it's really full. But I like this little stream cutting through the property. We'll find a place for a bridge. What?
Is this the rain then that came through and did this? Look, it came through like this?
Well, this got higher than it is right now.
We haven't even been able to walk in any of this.
She's awesome. She just loves it out here. Well, yeah, I'd say our little stream is not a little stream. That's the river down there. That's where it joins in with the river. Hey, let's go down to the river. I'm going down to the dike. Come on, I don't want to leave you out here. Watch out for the horse poo. Our neighbor's horses escaped yesterday. Apparently they like our property better.
The trader came in and did all this, but we'll be able to watch it happen.
Yeah. Love seeing the wildlife out here. No, I think she's looking at us. Okay, now this is a river.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow. You know, I thought the river was kind of pathetic when we first came out here.
There's the undertow right there.
Wow. Well.
My hearts are underwater, I bet.
Yeah. That is a river. This was just a trickle during the drought. Yeah, you want to show this river some respect.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like we were walking all up that.
Yep. Well, this is good for us to have footage of and to keep in mind because it tells us where to stay away from stuff.
Cleansing all the crap out.
Yeah. This is a big river. I was just out at our place getting ready to use Old MacDonald and Tug to load up a telephone pole and cut it into sections with my chainsaw so that I could come out here and grab Homer my tow truck and pick up the shipping container and put logs under it so that I could move it, because the shipping container company that dropped this here did not call me today. But they I did decide to check my voicemail right while I was getting ready to make the video of me coming out here and using Homer and Bullfrog and everything else to get this moved, and they said that they were going to go pick up my other one and bring it on out. We've got extra gravel in here. Problem is, he's not going to be able to pick that up where it is right now, so while he's bringing the other one over, I'm going to scurry and use Homer and Bullfrog and get it moved, because he cannot pull his big rig into those bushes, and we've learned through experience that they cannot pull off of the gravel with that truck. So I'm gonna have to scoot this over about 10 to 12 feet so that he can park his big rig right here where I've put in a whole bunch more gravel. If I have time, I'm going to take Pumpkin over there and smooth everything out for him before he gets here, and then he should be able to easily pull back there and back my containers into the space where they belong. So we'll see. Wish me luck. Good news is it's not raining right now. hours down the road, waiting for me to pay to continue with progress. Because I'm wondering why this truck's not running over here that I'm paying $100 an hour for. And I go over there and he's like, it's a piece of stuff. And it won't start. And I'm like, well, will it bump start? Because I got a dump truck over there. And he's like, that usually works. Well, guess what? You know, I need to get paid for roadside assistance, right? Right?
Yeah, they're charging you $100 an hour. Oh.
What is it, $50 to turn the key on that dump truck?
Yeah.
Not going to be able to see much. I hope this isn't a repeat of the other. Here we go. New day, new driver, same scenario.
I got to wait for it to be off before I get the full started now. Really? Get off the phone.
It's an adventure.
I'm tired of this particular adventure. Trust me.
Make it 500.
Make it 500? Well, I got 300 on me.
350
I'll make it 500 when you guys come back and move the other one. That's what I went to the bank and got. It would only let me get 300 out. I didn't hear from you guys till late. You come back, put my other container where it goes, I'll pay the rest.
Well,
I already gave.
Because I'm supposed to pick up $500.
Well, I gave him 800 last time he came out here, and
All I'm supposed to do is pick up 500, and you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I'll deal with it. I've dealt with worse than that, trust me. You know, I've learned that you give these guys all the money that they want before they finish the job. They don't come back and finish the job. So I've got one container where it goes. I pretty much am thinking that Homer, Bullfrog, and my tractors are going to end up moving the other one. They got $1,100 cash out of me, and the job's not done. So that's the way it is. Plus, when do they start paying me for roadside assistance? Starting your truck, showing you how to turn the ignition key on, where the starter button's at, pulling your trucks out of stuck situations that your drivers got them into, because as you can see, if they stay on the gravel, there's not a problem. There's a reason we've been hauling gravel onto this property with that old dump truck for the last month.
And it's rained considerably more since the last guy was here.
Yeah, you don't give them everything they want. Boy, taking a little heat for apparently some people think I was abusing Homer when I yanked this storage container over here about 10 feet with him yesterday. But here's the thing. I had a container just like this show up on the back of a truck, and I was hoping that they would move this container from where they dropped it in the middle of one of my roads to back there where the other one is, which the guy had no problem getting it back there because he stayed on the route that I showed him to stay on, where the other guy should have went. Anyway, aside from all that, I'm kind of on my own right now as far as moving these containers. And the reason that I yanked this one over with Homer was because it was about 10 feet to the right of where it is, and the guy would not have been able to get his semi in there because he needs a long straight shot. So I was setting that thing up so that he could get his big rig on this gravel right here and hook up to the trailer. But he elected not to do that because it was dark, even though he sat in his truck for an hour with apparently a malfunctioning starter. Whatever, not my deal. Appreciate the help that I did get from those guys, and no problem with them. But I do need to get this moved, and as far as me taking heat for old Homer, yanking that thing up in there and moving it over the 10 feet that I needed, If I had to do it again, I would do it again. And that's my pretty much my litmus test for stupidity. Would I do it the same way? Yes, I would. And I'm still going to use Homer to move this. But now that I know he can pick it up, I'm going to go cut down a tree back there somewhere, preferably a broken, not special tree. Yeah, I'm going to be careful about what trees I cut down out here, and definitely we are going to replant. And we are only cutting down the trees that we use, so I'm going to go find one that looks like it's hanging or going to fall over or something. Cut me some logs, pick this thing up, running out of daylight as usual. I spent a lot of time working on Bullfrog today. He needed a little maintenance. I have to pull this container around this corner because the doors are on the other end, and I want them to be on the same end as the ones on that, because I'm building a temporary building. Anyway, I'll go get that tree cut down and we'll get this container moved. And you know, all I can say is it's my tow truck. I'm pretty sure I know what it's capable of. If something does break on it, I've got parts and I'll fix it. So, you know, don't get upset about stuff I do. Definitely don't do anything that I do, because no, that was not safe. But like I said, I had a truck down at the end of the driveway that needed to get in, so I did what I had to do, and not apologizing for it. I'll be back. Well, I think I only need a couple of logs, and I don't think they have to be huge. And those ones right there in the middle, these guys, look to me to be about the right side. I just need something for that box to slide on. So I think that's my tree. Right there. This guy on the left. It might help these other guys to grow a little bit better too. Okay. And it'll be less leaves out here in my parking area. Yep. Okay. I'll go get my Paul Bunyan stuff and we'll get that tree down. Yeah, figured I might as well drag it over there in one piece while I had it hooked up. Try to get one of the bigger pieces right under the front of the container there. I'll try to pick up the debris as I go so it doesn't pile up on me. But yeah, that's a good spot for that first section, right under there. we'll see how it goes. So I'll get this bucked up into about 9-foot sections, maybe a couple of 10-footers, and put one under the front, and I think I might be able to budge it like that. We'll check it out. Well, I was a little concerned about that big end of that tree, lugging that around by myself, which I don't think is going to happen. I'm sure I could drag it, but that's why we have equipment. So I figured I'd just cut it off and leave that swinging from the back of the tow truck, move the other two pieces out of the way, back the tow truck up to the container, drop that log on the ground, lift the container up, and scoot the log up underneath it, and use the other two pieces a little further down the line where I'll have less clearance. Let's see how that works. Had a very non-productive day yesterday. Well, I mean, I did a lot, but I didn't get anything done. Cut down a tree over there so I could have some logs to put under my container over there. Couldn't budge it. My dump truck's been running very poorly for about a week now, and we haven't been able to go get more rock. I actually had loads paid for that I couldn't go get. So I took a little time today, replaced all of my fuel lines. Kind of had a patchwork fuel line thing going on, so went down to the auto parts store, bought 10 feet of brand new fuel line, a new fuel filter, all new clamps, and just ran all new fuel line from the gas tank up to the carburetor, and it's got a new Holley electric fuel pump on it, and thing runs real good. Went and got myself a load of gravel. Actually had a few viewers say that if I put a load of rock on Bullfrog, he could pull that. Well, we're getting ready to find out, because I really need that container to be not where it's at, and instead to be over there where the other one's at. Jamie found me some trusses I can put on top of them, and we might get those. And we need a building, we need storage, we don't need it over there blocking my road, and I can't move my trucks in here until I have those in position, because they're very big and I need all this room to maneuver them. So I did get punkin over there and spread some more gravel and ran it over with Jamie's truck, packed it down. I figure I got one shot at this. It's getting dark. I have some family things I have to take care of tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to get out here, and I'd sure sleep a lot better tonight if that container was over there. Well, I think you guys are right. I think that using a combination of the Bullfrog dump truck loaded with rock and my Homer tow truck to pick up the other end and slide it over, because what's happened is it's come off of the blocks or the logs that I had it on, and the back end is sunk into the ground from trying to pivot. So I'm going to take my tow truck, not today or tonight, but I'm going to take my tow truck with the block and tackle, pick up the other end, put the logs back under it, and I think once I make that corner, if I can just get it going, and if I have to reposition the logs every 20 or 30 feet, then that's what I have to do. But I got to get that from there to there. So thank you for the advice. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Shipping container wars. Take 5 or 6, something like that. Anyway, so went and got myself some round posts. I realize they're not very big, but I have to be able to slide them under there by myself, and I'm sure that having the container on anything other than just the ground will help. I did use Homer last night and got it pulled over quite a bit that way, but what I'm trying to do is make a straight run down there, pulling it with my Bullfrog dump truck, and the problem is it's up against these bushes that are by this tree, and it's just causing extra work. So if I can kick that back end over some more, where I'm not having to pull it around a corner and forward at the same time, and I can just make a straight run that way. And been fortunate, it hasn't rained for a couple of days, so I'm going to pick up that end of it and slide these poles under it, and then see if I can slide it over a little bit more. If I get lucky, it might come over a little more when I pick it up, but I'm going to use my block and tackle. I'm not going to be doing wheelies with my tow truck today. Kind of was a emergency situation, or I thought it was, because I thought these guys that brought this were going to pick this up the other day and it wasn't positioned correctly. So I used Homer, hurried up, yanked over one end of it and got it ready, but they still didn't do it. So kind of on my own on this. Wish me luck. I'm going in. Well, we're getting closer. Yeah. I think if I take my tow truck and pull that over just a little bit to get on this drier gravel right here, put the logs back under it, heck, I might get another 20 feet. Gotta do what you gotta do. I want to thank all my viewers for your advice on the lifting it up, putting the logs under it, using both trucks, putting rock in the dump truck. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I was able to break free of the bushes. I used Homer to drag this in to the right a little bit, and then I took him around back. See, look there, free of the bushes. No more encumbrance. We took them around to the back and drug the other end over to the left a little bit, and now I've got more of a straight shot to where I'm going.